most intensive grassland that I walk across seems to have a wet layer of top fertility all year round. And when swards become open, this is where chickweed and docks take over. Where there is no grass there to compete, the weeds quickly infiltrate and have a massive impact on yields. Even a moderate infestation of docks in silage land can reduce dry matter yields by up to 1 tonne per acre. Yield is everything, and feeding silage contaminated with docks and chickweed etc. certainly doesn't pay. Aim to control docks in silage land when they are at least 15 centimetres in diameter. If we look at this example, what we're looking for when we go to spray docks is a large dinner plate with a large leaf area to hit. We also need to be wary of nighttime temperatures, and preferably they need to be above 6 degrees Celsius. And other weeds such as thistles and ragweed have large taproots which pull heavily on soil nutrient reserves, storing carbohydrate in a main taproot to allow the weed to come again repeatedly. An example of that taproot is here. Also on the thistle we find the large taproot coming through. I think we have to learn to cope with docks as a long-term problem and exercise control, as we will rarely eradicate them. A single dock plant can produce up to 60,000 seeds per year, and seed can be viable for up to 80 years. Every time we apply slurry, chances are we're seeding down a new infestation of docks. If we think about it, it was once a practice to feed clover seed to sheep in order to get it to spread on grassland. This worked with some degree of success, and the same thing can happen whenever we apply slurry to grassland contaminated with dock seed. In this example here, we've got 2 forms of chickweed. Mouse-eared chickweed on the right, common chickweed here on my left. Mouse-eared chickweed is much more difficult to control due to the many thousands of little tiny hairs on the leaf. It is at this stage where we must use the correct volume of water. We also must look at trying to penetrate the leaves or stick chemical to that. So whether we need to use water softeners in hard water or spreaders to stick them to the weeds, that's something that you need to discuss with your local agronomist. Control can be achieved via recommended herbicide applications during the season, and especially when they are transporting food to the taproots. Chemical will then be effectively translocated at this time. Often the best time to kill weeds that have big taproot systems is in the autumn.